With an estimated 3.5 billion fans, football is by far the most popular game in the world. That's why a Brazilian group is using the sport to bring people together. They organized a football tournament to integrate refugees and migrants living in Brazil. CCTV's Paulo Cabral reports.
Few things excites people around the world like football, particularly in developing nations. In this multicultural tournament, there are teams representing Brazil, Haiti and 4 African countries, Mali, Burkina Faso, Congo DR and the Gambia. But integration remains much easier on the pitch than it does in daily life.
It's not easy, but we have to adapt to Brazilian culture. There are good opportunities here.
People come from very different cultures, and we have to learn how Brazil works to survive.
Brazil has about 7,000 refugees living in the country. Syrians are the largest national group with more than 1,500 people, followed by Colombians with about 1,200. But African nationals together outnumber both with almost 3,000 people. There are a lot more Haitians. Almost 40,000 came after the 2010 earthquake, according to Brazilian authorities. They don't get the refugee status, but a humanitarian visa. The executive director of the NGO organizing this tournament says Africans and Haitians have a harder time integrating in Brazil than those coming from the Middle East or Latin America.
We usually don't see Brazilians complaining about Syrian or Colombian refugees, for example. All the complaints we hear are about Africans and Haitians. In my opinion, this has to do with racial and social prejudices.
Brazil is recognized for its open doors policy when it comes to refugees, like most Africans here, or to people fleeing natural disasters or poverty, like the Haitians. But institutions working with these people say even though they are allowed in, they get very little assistance once they are in Brazil.
Refugees and other immigrants say they need support for them and their families to grow and help the country's growth.
The first thing we need is easier access to education. It's okay that Brazil allows us to come to work, but we also need to study to get better jobs.
Mali won the trophy, but many here say off the field they need to set aside competition and work as a team to overcome the challenges of their settling in their new home. Paulo Cabral, CCTV, São Paulo.